Welcome back, Tater Tots, to my channel for episode 4 of the Sugar Macaroon Legacy Gen 1 Watermelon. So, in the previous episode, sweet little Shiloh returned back home to us, and she brought with her some strange plants that Melly had never seen before. So, she went around town looking for answers and found that most people had said that they'd seen pictures of the plants like that from books about the witch that was mentioned from the local legend she had heard. And so now Melly is absolutely determined to get some answers, and this leads us to the start of today's episode. Melly awoke early on a beautiful Thursday morning. Today was the day she would be gathering up her rosemary, parsley, and basil she had been growing to offer them up on the mound, as mentioned in the poem Mrs. Goldbloom had on the counter of her grocery stall. She quickly took care of Butters, rounded up the herbs, and gave Shiloh her breakfast. As soon as she finished, her and Shiloh readied themselves for their hike up into the hills. Her heart was mixed with excitement, hope, and a little bit of anxiety. After all, she didn't really know what she was getting herself into, but couldn't help her desire to know. They had been walking for about a half hour when they arrived at the ruins mentioned in the story. Melly felt a calm sort of eeriness to their empty, imposing silhouettes. Pretty soon they came to a fork in the road. Melly remembered Raoul Chopra talking about this. She knew he had warned for her to stay away from the falls, but she knew if she wanted answers, that's exactly where she needed to go. With that, she headed left. She soon caught sight of the waterfall and saw a raised mound with a tree stump not too far from it. She quickly set to work with placing the herbs she had grown on the old tree stump located there. She knew that next was the hard part: waiting. Melly and Shiloh hid behind some nearby bushes. It was about 15 minutes before anything happened. Melly was caught completely by surprise at the figure she saw approaching the stump. It was Kim Goldbloom. Kim stopped and stared at the herbs Melly had placed. A quizzical look came over her face. She quickly looked around, scanning the area. Then she bent down, gathered the herbs, and placed them in her own basket she was carrying. Uncertain what was going on, Melly knew this could be her chance to find some clues and get some answers. She quietly followed along behind Kim at a distance as she made her way up towards the falls and into the thicket of some trees. As Melly emerged from the brush, she was shocked to find an old, run-down cottage. Kim stood at the front door and knocked. Melly waited with anticipation to see who would answer. However, it seemed as though it opened on its own. Kim walked inside and the door closed behind her. Melly wasn't sure what to make of any of this. The cottage in front of her must be the cottage from the story she was told. But what was Miss Goldbloom doing here? Why did she take her herbs she had put on the mound? What was going on? She had more questions than answers now. She turned to Shiloh and whispered, "Let's head home before anyone catches us. I've got a lot of investigating to do." Melly is still in such disbelief after seeing Kim Goldbloom up there near the falls at the old cottage. So she's not really sure what to make of it, but in the meantime, she's like, well, I've got to take care of my garden because there are bugs, there are weeds, there are just so many things going on, and we need to maintain them. But we are wanting to head on over to visit Graham over at his house and to see how he's doing and to kind of just let him know what we saw and to see if he's got any feedback for us. And oh, Shiloh, I really hope that that's not your own urine that you're drinking. Melly has finished yet another flower arrangement, an azure cream made with bluebells and snapdragons. And a rabbit known to someone in the household has... Basil has passed away? How awful! That's so sad. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that being like a thing. Okay, well, we're gonna have to befriend another little rabbit here. So, yeah, we will definitely have to put that on our list of things to do. But anyway, she is finishing up work for the day. We were able to get our flower arranging skill up just a little bit more, so we do need to get it up to level 4 before we can get promoted again. I will let her use the bathroom, and then we're going to head on over to Graham's house. We have arrived at Graham's house, and take a look, everyone. Isn't it super cute? And oh my gosh, he has a little goat, Wilma, and oh, his dog Bailey is taking a dump. And this is Tucker the cat, and oh, he has a little puppy named Princess and his horse Scout. So, oh, he's having low fun. But let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to his horse. So this horse looks a little uncertain about us, but you know, we do want to become friends with it, I think. We can tell a joke to the horse, see what it thinks. Clean hooves, discuss possibility of time travel. We'll get stable gossip, see what's going on there. But yeah, this is the area. Oh, and here is his cow and his chickens. Fernando, I love that. Buttercup, his cow. And do we have any other chickens? Yeah, there are more chickens. And he's got little ducks. Look at the babies. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And Sarah Scott's wondering if I want to go over to her house and hang out. Sorry, Sarah. Sarah, we are hanging out right now over at Graham's house. And look at this little goat. OMG, we just became acquaintances with his dog, Bailey. Oh, yeah, I really do hope that Graham is home so that we can chat with him. Oh, I don't see him anywhere. So there is the cat Tucker kind of going a little bit crazy and haywire. Yeah, where is Graham? I guess he's not here. Aw, well, that's disappointing because we really wanted to ask him about, or not ask him, but tell him about what we saw happening. I guess what we could do is while we wait for him to get here, because she does have a key to his house, that's why she was able to get in, we'll go ahead and we'll serve some dinner for him. So let's see, let's fix something we know that he really enjoys. We know he likes black bean tacos, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's almost 9 o'clock and Graham still hasn't shown up, so he must be out doing something. But she took a little snooze on his bed because she was just exhausted. And look, the little goat came inside, which is pretty funny, I think. But she is having herself some of the delicious black bean tacos that she made. And it looks like Scout is just hanging out watching the ducks over here. And so, yeah, and the cow is sleeping. Little puppy is just being busy and rambunctious, wanting to terrorize the chickens, of course. But we are probably going to head on back. He must be doing something, obviously he is just not going to be here. Maybe he's out on a date. I don't know. I have no idea. So we're going to head on back home. And wow, what is all of this? Chicken feed piles. Okay, well, this is all new because I've never had chickens before. So yeah, and speaking of that, oh, look, there's Graham. He's in a swimsuit. What were you doing, Graham? Oh, geez. So, well, I'm glad to see him, though, and he's running in here to the stable to clean up manure. She's so happy to see him. She's like, Graham, I've been waiting for you. I made some black bean tacos inside. I know they're your favorite. And he's like, oh, honey, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. She's like, what were you out doing? He's like, oh, well, I had a few errands that I had to take care of. I needed to get some new seeds because some of my plants, I think I planted them too late. And she's like, oh, I totally get it. So, definitely, 'cause she's got her big old farm. He's like, how are things going, over at with your farm and everything, and you've got a cow. I know you're going to get some chickens. She's like, yeah, it keeps me super busy. He's like, yeah, it's not easy work. So she's going to ask him now. She's like, so, I have something I need to tell you. So this morning I decided to, go out to see the mounds that everyone talks about, like with this witch. And he's like, oh, really? You gonna take that thing seriously? She's like, well, I just, I'm curious. And he's like, you did always like fairy tales as a kid. He's like, so what happened? And she's like, well, I went up there and I dropped off some basil and rosemary and parsley. And do you know what happened? And he's like, what? Well, I was waiting just to see what would happen. And Kim Goldblum came up and she took what I put out there and then walked up towards the falls. And he's like, oh, really? Well, what happened after that? Well, I followed her for a little bit and there was a cottage up there and she knocked on the door and went inside. And I left after that because I didn't want anyone to find out that I'd followed them or anything. And he's like, well, honey, she's probably got her reasons for being up there. Maybe, for all I know, maybe she owns the cottage up there. And she's like, well, I thought that's what everyone was like afraid of, was the old cottage because the witch is supposed to live there. And he's like, well, like I said, those are old wives' tales. We don't really know necessarily. And so, I wouldn't get yourself too caught up in all of that. It's just, town gossip and drama and all that. You could just ask Kim herself. And she's like, well, I don't want her to think I was following her. He's like, I get it, honey, but don't take things too far. So, she feels good, I think, about being open and telling Graham about it, but at the same time, she feels like he's not gonna take it 100% seriously because Graham's not really one for fairy tales and whatnot. He's a very realistic person, and he doesn't put a lot of stock in stories or old town fables and the such. With that being said, of course, she is definitely not going to just confront Kim Goldblum. She's not ready to do that quite yet, but she figures maybe she should go to the library tomorrow. Maybe she can research a little bit more or find out something. So we're going to have to do that, but it is pretty late, so we are going to head on back to the house and leave Graham to taking care of his farm. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, and so Melly is woken up, of course, super early to immediately start taking care of all of the plants because, guys, it is seriously just exhausting watching her do this because there's just so much. I think I've made this place like too big for just having one sim to take care of it all. But yeah, we're going to do our best. And look, she ignores all of these traditions because today is love day and she has no interest in romance or anything like that. And look at this sweet little rabbit, this little black one here. Oh, I think we're going to socialize with this little thing as soon as she finishes taking care of it. Okay, there she goes. So, all right, since little Basil passed away, which is really sad. So this little rabbit seems sweet. So we'll pet it enthusiastically and we'll show it a dance move. And oh, look how sweet. All the rabbits are so cute, like they really are. While Melly is busy working on another flower arrangement, I figure we'll come on over here and we'll go ahead and get our chickens. So, okay, purchase chickens. Let's see, we've got options. We can do the white ones, brown ones. I feel like I'm going to do one brown and a black, and we'll do a white hen, and then I want to do a brown rooster. I feel like I'm more used to seeing a brown rooster. My father-in-law actually has chickens, so yeah, I am used to seeing that. So okay, we will do that. So we should have assigned chickens. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. So name the chicken Coop. What is it named? Coop McCoop Face? Sure, we're gonna just leave it as that. I was thinking though that since, we've got like summer's coming, which is great, but as soon as the fall and winter hit, it's going to get cold and now all of our flowers and plants and things are not going to grow. So especially since she's going to be like a florist, I was thinking we might need to add a greenhouse and maybe put it over here. And then, or we could do it over here. I don't know yet, but some kind of a greenhouse to keep our plants going. That way we have something to keep selling and whatnot during the winter to help making our funds. And look at our chickens just like checking out everything. That is so funny. It's too bad this chicken's not going to go over there and just peck and eat all these flies or something. And here is our beautiful arrangement. Oh, still poor though. White chrysanthemums. So we'll go ahead and sell it, but each one has been starting to get more and more that she is able to sell. So I think that that's pretty good. So we're going to go for a summer's morning. Let's see how she does on that one. And I didn't even look to see what our task is today. Reach level 4, make flower arrangement. Okay, we already did that. So I think later this afternoon we'll go on into town to head towards the library to see what research we can find about, all the clues that she's gotten so far. I'm going to have Melly come over to take care of the chicken coop. Apparently it is slightly dirty, and since I haven't ever had a chicken coop, we'll kind of see. Oh, look, this chicken's like, hey, what you doing taking away my poo? All right, we have scattered some feed for the chickens to come and eat. She's calling them over, and then I did want to collect some eggs. Apparently we have 2 eggs that we could collect, so I thought we would check that out. So awesome. So that is in our inventory, I'm assuming. Maybe not. I don't know. Eggs collected. Special egg collected 0, hatchable eggs 1. Millie discovered information about hatchable eggs, which has been added to the notebook. So, oh, very cool. So, these eggs can be incubated in a coop to hatch a chick. Nesting hens will decrease the amount of time it takes to hatch as well as increase the quality of the egg. This will make the chick happier when they hatch. Hatchable eggs cannot be used in recipes. Very cool. So, I did not know. So make by assigning a rooster and hen to the same chicken coop will give hens a chance to lay hatchable eggs. Got it. Okay, well, very cool. Melly has arrived at the library and has noticed this girl here, Mallory, which we did meet previously, though it's saying basically that we didn't. So we're going to come over here to introduce ourselves to her because she's like, hey, well, she's walking around dressed up like a witch, so maybe she'll know a little bit of information. So coming to the library has turned out to be a great idea. So she's like, hi, my name is Melly and you're Mallory, right? I think we met previously when I was here last time. And she's like, oh, yeah. You're Mr. Downey's daughter, basically, right? And she's like, yeah, that's right. She's like, well, it's so nice to meet you. And she's like, yeah. So I have a few questions for you if you don't mind. She's like, well, sure, absolutely. Ask away. And so she is going to go into it now. She's like, so I've been hearing about this old town legend about a witch and everything, and I noticed that you're kind of dressed up like one, so, I thought it would be a great idea to ask you about it and see if you might know anything. She's like, oh, yeah, absolutely. So the reason I'm dressed up like a witch is because over here at the library, each afternoon, I do a children's reading, and so I dress up as the friendly witch, and I read stories to all the children, and she's like, oh, that's so sweet. What a great idea. So do you believe that the witch is good? And she's like, yeah. So I tell the tale of the witch here in Henford-on-Bagley as being a great witch, someone who helps the townsfolk and all of that. Not like that old legend everybody talks about of the scary witch. She's like, so do you go up towards the falls at all? Or I've heard that there's a cottage up there. And she's like, oh yeah, well, the cottage, it is up there, but it's been abandoned for a long time. And so, she's kind of curious as to why that, she's saying that it's abandoned, but then why did Kim Goldblum go up there? She's kind of curious. And so, but she does, think that it's great that there's someone telling a story about a witch that, is a good thing. So, I think that that's a positive thing. She's like, so, you think that the tale of the witch being like evil and stealing people's souls is just fake? And she's like, yeah, don't believe those old stories. The old folks here in town get freaked out about stuff like that. But, I think there's a lot of things people, miss. They don't look under, every, nook and cranny to find out all the details, and I feel like that's what people are missing. These two seem to be getting along quite well. I mean, they are about, well, okay, I guess she's a teen technically, so they're almost the same age, because Melly's not that much older. I'm going to say that she is 19, not Melly, but Mallory is, and then Melly here is like, 21 or 22, so she's not that much older than her. So things went really well with that. So we found out some good information that not everyone believes that the witch, the whole story of the witch, is like a bad or a negative thing. And it looks like the shops are closed for the night, which makes sense. So we'll go ahead and head on back home. It is Saturday morning and Melly has just maxed out her gardening skill. I can't believe I didn't realize we were that close. So she's now the ultimate gardener. She is able to purchase rare seed packets, each containing one of the most exclusive, most expensive plants found anywhere, which I'm assuming is the cow plant. So for work today, we do need to make a flower arrangement. And yeah, Shiloh has gone off hunting, so I don't know when she'll be back. So we are going to go ahead and we're trying to finish taking care of the garden because, oh my gosh, there are so many plants that need weeding and there's just bugs everywhere. Like, I just can't win. But look at this. The summer's morning one came out really pretty, even though they always say poor. We're still going to just sell it. And then, oh, it looks like we need to eat and have some breakfast because that's true. I did not have her eat any breakfast. She literally got up and just went straight to work. And look, Lillian is coming over. Lillian, right? Yeah, because she's been wanting to become friends with her. So this is great. She's coming over to visit. So we are greeting her and inviting her into the house just to get to know her a little bit. We're like, hey, how are you? I've been wanting to talk with you and get to know you. Graham's told me a little bit about you and your family. And she's like, yeah, honey, I heard the same. It's great to meet you. I heard that you were living on some of his property over here. It looks like you've done fantastic with the place. I mean, it looks beautiful and your garden just is phenomenal. And so she is so appreciative to get some compliments like that because she seriously works so hard to try to keep things up and running because it is seriously so difficult. But yeah, we do have some good money and we will here have even better when I supersell all this. So I think with doing that. Oh, Butters, are you dirty? I swear, Butters gets dirty every single day, and it's just so difficult to keep everything clean. So now we're gonna have to clean the shed again, and then she's going to get all dirty and need a shower. It's just an endless cycle. Oh, it looks like she actually walked in there and refilled her feet and cleaned up her stall for us, which is super sweet. Thank you so much, Lillian. Like, I didn't know a sim would just do that. That was so sweet of her. So this is fantastic because for our goals for this generation, we have actually already now maxed out the gardening skill. So the next one we have to max out is our pet training. And I believe, or it's not the gardening skill that we have to master, but technically the gardening career we have to get to level 10. And so because we went the flower route, we have to also add this one in there. But pet training and cross stitching is what we also need to work on. So we will have to do that. Graham is wondering if we want to go over to his house and hang out. We would love to, but we are just so busy with everything going on at home. And I did sell a bunch of our plants, and look at this. 6,000 simoleons. So guys, with that being said, I'm gonna update our home. Also, she has finished the bridal ruffles and it's finally normal quality. OMG. Let's go ahead and sell that. And Shiloh has returned. So very good. I'm glad she did well on her hunt. It seems like she seems to be in a good mood. We are currently not. But okay, let's go ahead and get her to come on in here and eat something because she is getting really tired and we need to go ahead and get settled for the night. We'd like to come over and hang out. Of course, Graham is always welcome. He has a key to our home, so I don't even know why he has to bother asking, but probably because he's just polite. So Lillian is going to go ahead and head home. She's like, it's getting late and I need to get back home to my husband. So yeah, it's so great because all the people here in town have seriously been so kind to us. And it's just something that I really appreciate about small towns. It is Monday morning and Melly just awoke and she was promoted to Anther Artist. So she'll now make an additional 18 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 60. And she has also received the following bonus, 750 and Caress Wheel Branch. I don't know what that is, but all right, fantastic. I was able to get her flower arranging skill up yesterday, which was fantastic. And if you guys didn't notice, look, I added more decor into our home because, yeah, you know, we got more money. And so I wanted to make it way more cozy and homey. So yeah, here it all is. And then I updated our bathroom too. And also, I am so sorry if my game is lagging a ton because ever since I updated it from that update patch we just got, it has been lagging like crazy. So yeah, this is our bathroom. So I really, really like it. So let me kind of come over here so that you guys can see it better. But yeah, you see the little sunflower paintings. I guess I could just go in like this so that you guys can pretend that you are going in the restroom with us. So here we go, going inside. There you go. We've got the toilet over there, a shower. She's got some flowers and the bathtub. So I'm really loving it. And then I also did the entryway here. So when my game's not lagging, you know, I can show it to you. So you walk in and you see the laundry and a closet right there, little rug. And then if we come on over here by the front door, you can see we've got some like an umbrella stand, our little coat rack and whatnot, and shoes. So yeah, I think it's super cute. I'm really loving it. And of course, right here on our front porch. So I had so much fun with this. So yeah, and oh my gosh, there's too much happening in our garden again. But oh, she's out there just taking care of everything. But poor Shiloh is like super dirty, has fleas popping off of her. So we are going to take her over to the vet in the next town. Here we are at the vet clinic with little Shiloh. And so here is the lot just so you guys can take a look. And of course we are here in Brindleton Bay. This is where I have placed this one. But like, look, there's like this whole like little dog kennel park slash thing here. And I am loving it. Like, look at these, like, it's like an entry to a kennel. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, there's Graham. I wonder why he's here. Tucker. So he got another cat, it looks like, and the cat is having some problems, poor little thing. So let's sign Shiloh in for curing her sickness. And girl, stop playing some blick block. You need to get over here and take care of your dog. Melly's like, fancy seeing you here, Graham. I didn't think I would see you. And he's like, yep, gotta take care of all the animals. And so it's good to see him. This is where everyone in town goes. They go the next town over because it's really the only like vet in the area. These vets here, they do travel to like see the bigger animals like the horses and the cows and llamas and whatnot. But for the small animals, they do have to bring them here. And oh, there is Pepper, another patient. These poor little cats all have red noses. Oh, it looks like Shiloh's already back here, and Graham was in there making sure she was okay. But look at all these fleas. Poor little thing. Oh, what are you checking on? So pet exam. It looks like Shiloh has 3-ring flea circus. Which treatment option would you prefer? Man, it's so expensive. Spare no expense. Cure your pet with the best medicine available, but somewhat uncomfortable treatment methods. Oh man, I just don't want to spend that much money because we don't have a ton. So we're just going to do the basic treatment. So I'm so sorry, Shiloh. You're going to have a cone on your head. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I know it's embarrassing. It's the cone of shame, but you'll be okay. We love you. Let's go for a short walk because she's been wanting to go for a walk. And oh my gosh, look at her icon down here with this big old cone on her head. That's too funny. But we can at least try to cheer her up with a walk real quick and then take her home. We need to give her a bath, that's for sure. And also, aren't there like dog treats you can buy? I love this waiting area. This poor like vet technician is just so exhausted. And here are the vet treats. So purchase pet items. I think I'm going to get a couple of wellness treats for her. That way we can just have them on hand. And I'm just going to do a poop randomizer because I've never done one before. So, all right, fantastic. Well, I'm glad that she is feeling better. They did their little walk. And so I think we'll head back to the house. That way we can address, because I know Butters was getting like really dirty and whatnot. But I would like to come over here eventually to this little dog park across the street from the vet. It would be a great spot to go to, but we don't really have time, and it's a rainy day, so I don't want to be out in the rain. Oh my gosh, we just got a notification that our bills have been delivered. Look how much they are. We barely have enough to pay for them. That is awful. But okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and pay them so that we don't have our power turned off on us again. Well, that sucks. We went down so bad. I guess it's definitely good I went for the cheaper treatment option for Shiloh, so yeah, that's just lovely. But we'll go ahead and take care of some things here around the house. Maybe sell some of our fruits and vegetables. Man, these chickens are going crazy. I don't know what they're doing. They're just all running around like wild rabbits that are here. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Butters. So Butters is very unhappy. So we'll have to take care of that. Melly has spent the rest of the afternoon just managing to take care of all of our plants, which we've had a lot of them that are starting to get out of season with it still being spring, but soon to be summer. And so, yeah, I will eventually have to probably build a greenhouse once we have some more funds, but all the animals are happy and clean now. And we gave Shiloh a bath. And so she is just relaxing this evening by working on some of her cross stitch patterns. She's working on doing a rainbow one, but she wants to go and check out Mallory here because she did say that she reads stories and whatnot to the children in town and at the library, and that's why she dresses like a witch, because she's a good witch, the good witch from the stories. And so she wants to go and listen to the stories that she tells to the kids, so that way she can kind of get more of an idea of what's going on. However, the one thing Melly has to keep in mind is that those library readings only happen on Monday. That's not even a day. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so it's currently Monday. Now it's Tuesday. So she will have to wait to do that tomorrow on Wednesday, but that's probably going to happen in the next episode. Oh my gosh, look how cute this rainbow is. Oh, and like this one. This reminds me of like the patterns that are on, those purses. I don't even know. I know nothing about designer handbags or anything. Like that is not my thing at all. Designer anything is not my thing. But those purses, I don't know, are they Coach? I don't know the different names. I could be totally wrong and sound very, very foolish right now. But those purses, those little diamondy looking things. We have just gotten our cross stitch up to level 2, so she's ready to take on some more advanced patterns. Now she has patterns for inspirational or funny phrases that will put you in stitches. Maybe I should unpick that joke and try again. All right, so she finished it. Oh, let's take a look. Can I put this on the other side of the TV? Yes, look at it. It's so cute. And we have some other eggs. But okay, I think we need to actually like buy a cross stitch kit so that we don't have to worry about just buying the random ones from the stalls. So I think we're definitely going to do that. So I have added in little cross stitch box, and I even put in a window here with some curtains because I just thought it added a little bit of extra, just, charm to it. So stitch from patterns. So we've been doing simple. I liked doing the medium hoop. So we've done rainbow shapes. So let's try stick figures because I don't want her to go too crazy advanced, but I do want her to, try to challenge herself a bit. Grandma's come over to hang out with her a bit while she is doing her cross stitching, just checking on her. He wanted to apologize a bit. He's like, I know you were really excited and curious, talking about what happened and how you saw Kim Goldblum. And I don't want you to think I don't take you seriously or anything like that, and I love your curiosity, and you've always been that way since you were a little girl. And, I want you to know that I support you with whatever. So, you do what you want to do. I want you to be happy. And if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know, which is really sweet of Graham. And so she is letting him know about Mallory that she met in town. And she's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go check out, the stories that she reads to the little kids in town. And he's like, I think that's a great idea, plus that way she can learn some more town history or just get to know some more townsfolk. So she's pretty excited about that. Melly just got this mysterious phone call saying, I saw what you did last week. I was there. I saw everything. You're in big trouble, Missy. And she's like, wait, who is this? Haha, you just got pranked. But who was it that pranked us? It's not even showing. Oh my gosh, it was the librarian. Of course. So he's trying to give her a hard time because she was looking into the witch stuff. So he was stressing her out. Oh my gosh, Graham's a sweetheart, and he just cleaned out Butter's stall for us. He came over to help us, which, oh my gosh, I appreciate him so much because seriously, guys, I don't know why I did so many plants, but it's because I just want to have a big full garden, but it's so hard to maintain, at least by myself. Melly is out here trying to train Shiloh how to shake, and these two chickens ran over just to watch what was happening, which was pretty funny. They're like, what's going on here? We are here at Wednesday afternoon, and unfortunately Melly woke up late this morning, and so she missed the book reading at the library, and so she's pretty upset about it. And she did text Mallory, and Mallory's like, hey, don't worry about it, just come on Friday, it's fine. So she's been just spending time, of course, maintaining everything. Shiloh was really stinky for some reason, so we are just taking care of her. And then I figure we will work on, because let's see, we have in our flower arranging, we're almost to the next skill level. We do need to get to 6 to get our next promotion. We are supposed to fertilize a plant today. And for cross stitching, we are only on level 2. Pet training, I believe there's only 5 levels of that, so I don't think we have too far to go. Sarah Scott, the local town bartender, the pub owner, has come on over to visit with us and just to chat. And so we did start working on some of our fetch training here with Shiloh. I don't know why she stopped it, but we need to continue to work on this because we don't really spend a whole lot of time with Shiloh, and I feel bad about that because we're just so busy with the farm all the time. I don't know why she keeps being stuck in the same spot. Oh, and Sarah Scott is giving us a gift. So Melly is Sarah's fairing friend today. She is happy to offer Melly a favor for being a member of the village community. If Melly wants to carry forward the daily fairing friend tradition, she should find a Henford-on-Bagley local and offer them a Fenwick favor she thinks they'd enjoy. Oh, I don't even know what that means, but let's take a look. Did we get something in our inventory? So what is this? A spicy mushroom. This is one hot fungi. Tastes great if you want to feel the burn. Interesting. Looks like Sarah's enjoying watching us to try to train Shiloh. She's like, oh, this reminds me of my dog, and I had such a rough time with him, but Shiloh is learning pretty quick. She's pretty smart. So I think that makes Melly feel pretty pleased. Look at this chicken standing on one leg. Look at you. I don't have a good relationship with you, but is it bad that I don't really care to give my chickens like a whole lot of attention. Like I just don't have the time to sit here and pet every rabbit and every chicken to build a friendship with them. Like the amount of time it takes for me to just maintain all of the garden plants is just so much. But I do have 3,500 simoleons, so I think I'm going to update our house. And what is this? Slobber ball. This toy is very wet. Stress from training. This dog is testing Melly's patience. Melly is going to finish off the evening once again, just relaxing, doing some of her cross stitching in her chair. Shiloh just finished eating her dinner, and she did finish her little stick person cross stitch, which is, you know, little silly. Looks like a little kid did it. So we're going to go ahead and just sell this one. I mean, it is worth a good number of simoleons. And these, like, while I do like them, I like this one more than the rainbow still. So we're going to go ahead and just sell these. Plus that way we can get more simoleons. And ooh, what are these? A lovely mushroom. This wild fungi, or fungi, whatever you want to call it, gives Sims a flirtatious feeling after consumed. Ooh. So, okay, well, that is pretty great. So I'm really glad we have that. But I'm going to save updating her house with the funds that we have for the next episode. So I will do that off camera, and then I will show it to you guys when we start the next one. But I think this episode's gone a little, like, as long as I typically like it to go for about. It might be a little shorter. I can't really tell at this moment. But I just want to say thank you so much, Tater Tots, for joining me on another new episode. I really hope that you're enjoying this legacy challenge and like the storytelling at the beginning. I'm having so much fun with it and just getting to be creative and yeah, just to really tell a story. So thank you once again. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the future episodes. And don't forget to hit that like button and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in the next episode. See ya.
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel